Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you're listening. Welcome back to Talking Art, sponsored by Quad City Bank and Trust. My name is Ben Goujon with Quad City Arts, and today I am thrilled to be talking with Miguel Peña, director of Ballet Folklórico del Rio Grande, who will be in the Quad Cities May 11th through 15th as part of Quad City Arts Visiting Artists Series. Ballet Folklórico del Rio Grande will be in residency in schools across the region, and also will have a public performance at United Township High School on Friday, May 15th at 7 p.m. in collaboration with local organizations Quad Cities Ballet Folklórico, El Mariachi de Glenview, and Mariachi de United Township High School. Miguel, welcome to Talking Art.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. We're so excited to have you here today, and also to have you in the Quad Cities. We've been planning this residency for over a year, and it is finally here and coming to fruition. So we're grateful that you're going to be here. And you are the director of Ballet Folklórico del Rio Grande. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yes, my name is Miguel Peña. I was born and raised in Reynosa, Tamaulipas. Right now, currently, I live in Edinburgh, Texas. I am the director of the Ballet Folklórico del Rio Grande. I am also a faculty at the dance department at the UTRGV. Which, fun fact of this university and where I work, is the only university in the United States that offers a degree in dance with a concentration in Mexican folk dance, more commonly known as Ballet Folklórico. Ballet Folklórico, most people refer it to it as the form of dance. I think it's better if we put the form of dance as Mexican folk dance. Ballet Folklórico would be like saying a folklórico group, yes? Mm-hmm. So Mexican folk dance is a more proper way to say it, maybe.
Gotcha.
But it's common, and it's okay to just say, oh yeah, they're dancing Ballet Folklórico. Ballet Folklórico refers to the group. The form of dance is Mexican folk dance, so yes.
Well, yeah, I'm sure a lot of folks, and myself included, when I was first learning about it, think like, oh, there's going to be a balletic element to the style, but it's about the group, about the company.
We do. Of course, what we do in our shows, in our presentation, has these elements of ballet, including in our form of dance, in Folklórico. Because at the department, at the UTRGV, where we work with, where most of our dancers come from, they are trained and prepared in ballet, in contemporary dance, in jazz,
sure,
in flamenco, and of course in Mexican folk dance. So yes, we do have training in ballet as well.
Well, I would love to know a little more about kind of that tradition of Mexican folk dance. Personally, I'm more familiar with the traditions of, ballet or tap or jazz or some of those kind of styles that I think traditional American dance training uses as its building blocks. But kind of what's the evolution of folklorico dance?
Well, in the folklorico, in the Mexican folk dance, we have dances from the pre-Hispanic era, from before the Spaniards came to America, all the way onto more contemporary dances.
Sure.
From the 20th century. it had been evolving a lot. Of course, there was a clash of cultures when the Spanish came to America, bringing their dance forms, not only the flamenco, but also other European dance forms, which you can see them very heavily influenced in the north part of Mexico. In the north part of Mexico, we have polkas, we have chotices, we have redobas from France, from the Czech Republic. Also, you can see the African influence, very, very heavy, the African influence in the east part of Mexico, more commonly so in the Veracruz region, which is east, very close to the Gulf of Mexico. Also, we have other influences from South America, in the south part of Mexico. We have some dances in Oaxaca, for example. These dances called chilenas, which come from Chile, very commonly in the south coast of Mexico. So Mexico is a very rich in culture. It's a mixture of a lot of traditions from all over the place. But we Mexicans, we embody it very well to what we perceive in other people. So it's a very, very big and interesting mix of cultures.
Yeah, well, that was one thing that I remember struck me at one point, and I don't remember where this was with, but like seeing like mariachi bands on subways and things. And I grew up in a community that had a very strong Polish tradition, and seeing like how a lot of that mariachi music and polkas had so many similarities, but with like the rhythms and the beats and obviously, both of them, there's typically some accordion in there, but just that mix of styles of these two things that you think of as so disparate. So hearing you talk about that, it's like, oh, that all makes sense.
Yes, and one other very interesting fact, and just to have a glimpse of how different the dances and the traditions are from region to region in Mexico. For example, I am from Tamaulipas, Mexico. And in each one of the states in Mexico, we have each one of the states has its own different dances, music, very different music. Like you said, the accordion is more commonly saw in the north part of Mexico. We have a harp that it's very commonly used in Veracruz. It's not used in the north part of Mexico. We have the marimba. Are you familiar with a marimba?
Yeah.
Of course, and that's more for the south part of Mexico.
Okay.
So, for example, in Tamaulipas, the dances, the regions that we have in Tamaulipas, because within the state, sometimes it's divided into regions.
Sure.
So we have the north part of Tamaulipas, where you can see polkas, redobas, chotices. We have the middle part of Tamaulipas. You can see the I forgot the name. Okay, let's go to the south part. Redobas, chotices. I forget the name. It's incredible. It's my own state. South part of Mexico, we have the Huasteca region, which the music is mainly violin. We have a guitarra, we have jarana, string instruments. Wow, I teach it very often. Picota, yes. We have picotas, which is the music is only flute and drum.
Okay.
We have 3 different regions in Tamaulipas. Just in Tamaulipas, it's just one state. In Oaxaca, very, very south of Mexico. In Oaxaca, we have 7 different regions. And each one of the regions, like in Tamaulipas, we have different costumes from one.
Sure.
We have different music, we have different dances. So, and it's like that, more or less, for every single state. So Mexico is not only divided into states, yes, it's also divided, within the state, it's divided in regions, in different regions. And they have on music, on dancers, on costumes. So it's different.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so as you are a practitioner of Ballet Folklórico and kind of bringing all these regions together, like I'm assuming you started kind of in your state, in your region, learning those styles of dance and then branched out from there. But tell me a little bit about that, about how you got started with dancing and about your journey.
Yes, well, it was almost by accident. I was 15 years old when I was first invited to dance in a quinceañera. I don't know if you're familiar with what a quinceañera is.
Yeah.
It's a party when the usually Mexican girls turn 15.
Mm-hmm.
We Mexicans, we do this big party, even bigger than all the celebrations. Really big party, almost like a wedding.
Yeah.
For the little girl. So I got invited into this quinceañera to dance as a chambelán. How do you say it in English, a chambelán?
Oh, I have no idea.
We in this quinceañera, the young girl is accompanied by usually 15 men or some men dancing with her. Maybe a waltz, maybe a more contemporary modern song.
Sure.
We put out a show for the guests in the quinceañera.
Got it.
Before this quinceañera, I couldn't dance at all. I was very shy. I always been a very shy person, very introvert person. Once I get to know you, I'm more out there, but before that, I'm just reserved. So I couldn't dance. I was 15 years old. I get invited. I liked the challenge more than anything because I got invited with a group of friends. So we took it as a challenge to see who danced better. So we did the quinceañera, and after the quinceañera, we got invited by the teacher, the instructor that was teaching the dancers, to stay there and be chambelanes, like be the dancers in these quinceañeras.
Oh, cool.
And we were rented weekend after weekend. And
right.
That was my life every weekend from my year 16 through 19, more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every weekend doing quinceañeras, going out with my friends in these parties, having fun, getting to know people, learning as well, of course, different type of dances, because in this academy, one of the other form of dances that were being taught was Mexican folk dance. So I got really interested in that part, like also the challenge of this percussion, moving the feet really fast and making sound, and I don't know, just the idea of doing that. I was like, yes, I really like it. So that was my main hobby from year 15, 16 to 19. At year 18, more or less, I was still in Reynosa, Tamaulipas. I crossed the border to Edinburgh, Texas, McAllen, Texas, where the University of Texas Pan American back there existed. It's now UTRGV, University of Texas Rio Grande. I got my bachelor's and master's in electrical engineering at that university. I danced through my degree of bachelor's and master's here with the Ballet Folklórico at this university. When I was about to finish my master's, I got invited to this professional company in Veracruz, Mexico. I danced professionally with them. It was a low-risk residency professional company where whenever we had shows, we traveled to Veracruz, Mexico. We got together for a week. We practiced, we polished the show, and then we travel to where we have to go. Once we finished, I came back to the university, continued my studies. I had a very good relationship with my professors, so they let me go. Even though my major was electrical engineering, they said, "That's fine, Miguel. We know you dance. You are doing well at school, so let's go."
How great is that? Like, just that's amazing that you had that support from the university. And
I do remember one time I was gone for almost 2 months. That was during my master's in electrical engineering, which I had an even stronger relationship with the professor.
Sure.
So they told me it's fine. I was a TA at the moment, so I was in charge of some labs. To teach some labs, and they just told me it's fine, Miguel. Just get someone to do your arrangement.
Everyone knew you were born to dance.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Then when I was about to graduate with my master's degree in electrical engineering, which I got a scholarship from the dance department. I got a full ride from the dance department to do my master's in electrical engineering. When I was about to graduate, I was dancing professionally already. I went into teaching, and in high school I taught math for 2 or 3 years in local high school. I was still dancing professionally in Mexico, putting my sick days in. So there was a point where I said, okay, so should I continue with my PhD or something? And the current director at the university told me, you know what, I'm about to retire. My position is going to be open, but if you want to apply to my position, you need a master's in dance. And he told me, I can wait for you. Just go get your master's and let's see what happens. And I said, okay, hold on 2 years. I got my master's in University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Yes, University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And then I came back. I got a position at the university, and I am there since 2015.
How cool. And amazing. Like, I had never heard of and like you said, it's the only one in the States, but that has a program in Folklórico.
Yes, Professor Min Kim, she is still at UTRGV. She started the process. I was teaching there, as I told you, since 2015. So I was there 16, 17, 18, 19, and in 2019, she started the process. She talked to me and she told me, hey, you have a lot of interest from the students in the area. Because they all want to do folklórico. We have a lot of dance students that want to do folklórico, but they end up doing contemporary or ballet because they don't have, a degree or concentration in folklórico. It's nice that they get a degree in dance in general, and usually these students go out into the public schools and teach dance. And since folklórico, Mexican folk dance, is very strong rooted here in this area, every single high school in the area, I can say that every single high school in the area has a folklorical group. Give me 1 second. I was about to sneeze.
No worries.
Sorry.
Live television, folks.
So yes, every single high school in the area has a folklorical group. So this professor, Min Kim, approached me and told me, okay, so we have a lot of students that are interested in studying folklorico, but they don't study folklorico because we don't have folklorico as a degree. So it could make sense that we still have the BFA in dance, but what about if we add classes to really serve this community that is really interested in learning about folklorico and going out into the teaching field in the area and teach folklorico to the students, no?
Yeah.
I said, yes, of course, I'm on board. And we have other universities, I don't have them at the top of my head right now, but they do this with West African dance, for example, with hip hop sometimes, with jazz. And she said, okay, let me start working on this. You help me out. You do your research. Give me more or less the numbers of the people that we have here in the area teaching folklorico that are not even graduates from a dance program. They are graduates from business school, and they just got the certification through this alternative process here in Texas, and they are teaching dance, but they don't have the proper training of a dance student. So let's give the community what they need, you know? So in 2020, the university approved this new program, BFA in dance, with a concentration in Mexican dance. And we are the only university that have this degree with theory classes, Mexican dance history. We have choreography for Mexican dancers. We are taking some classes in the School of Music, of world music, and plus we have 20 hours of technique classes embedded in this degree. So yes, we have been doing that since 2020.
That's fantastic. And how did the kind of the professional dance company element come out of that?
Okay, so now we have, and this was like a chain of events. So in 2020, we get this degree, which is not only serving the students who want to go out and teach, but also getting a lot of training in folklorico, that the students could continue dancing at the professional level. We have some examples. We have some dancers that have been going out and going to Mexico. One of the most popular and biggest Mexican dance companies in Mexico is Ballet Folklórico de Rio Grande, Ballet Folklórico de Mexico. We have 3 dancers, with 3 students that danced in this company, the biggest company in Mexican folklorico. We have some other dancers that are dancing in New York, for example. So we have been also exporting dancers out of here. This region where we live, sometimes it's known for the people who live here stay here. The people who study here stay here with their family. We are very the population in here is I don't know, 90% with Mexican ascendants. So we are very close families in here. And in Mexico, it's really hard to go out and explore out of the nest, no? And so I started thinking, well, so the only opportunity for these dancers, these students that got their degree, the only opportunity that they have to keep dancing at a very high level is either here in the university or going out of town and go live in Mexico or live in New York. So in the meantime, they stayed here with me in the university. The university has this alumni part that they could dance in. But in 2023, I got approached by an agent in California, Marianne Leibowitz, and she heard of us through some people in California. Mm-hmm. She told me, okay, you know what, you have a group. And yes, I have a student group, a university group. What about if you do a professional group? Can you do it? Yes, of course. There's plenty of people that, including me, that are dreaming of this possibility of dancing folklórico and get paid by dance folklórico. I mean, of course, we want to do it, no? Okay, go get a team. And in 60 minutes, less than 1 hour, I already got 18 dancers, very well trained 18 dancers, graduates from this program, ready to dance and to travel the United States. And in 2024, and within 2024 and 2024, fall 2024 we started, and right now spring 2026, we have been traveling the United States, and just in 2026, in these 3 months, I have been doing the count actually I did the count 4 days ago, more or less. We have visited, just in this year, 23 different cities in the United States, just in these past 3 months. Well, February, March, April. So we have been very busy these 3 months, but these 2 years have been a dream for most of the Mexican folk dancers here in the area.
That's awesome. That's so exciting. Well, and we're so excited to have you here in the Quad Cities and sharing that with our community. Let's talk a little bit before we go. We don't have a ton of time left, but I'd love to know more about, because you're going to be in the schools doing lectures and demonstrations with the students, and then also this collaborative concert. I would love to hear a little bit more about what you're going to be doing while you're here and what you hope to bring to our area.
Yes. So we are going to be visiting some schools. In these outreaches, in these interactions that we're going to have with the students, we are showing some of our repertoire, dance repertoire, but not only dancing it. We're going to have this teaching element, talking about the costumes, talking about the music a little bit, of course, talking about the dance. We're going to be presenting different regions, which is, I believe, something very important that the people have to understand, that Mexico is not only Jalisco, which Jalisco could be the most known dance state with the charro hat and the big colorful dresses. We have other states in Mexico, really interesting other dances in Mexico. We're going to be presenting something from Nayarit, from Veracruz, from Tamaulipas, my state. So we're going to be teaching, showing the people about our culture in these different states, the culture and tradition of each different states, yes.
Well, and that's so great, I mean, Mexico is such a large country, and, like the U.S., like, you go to different regions and there's different traditions and customs. What we do here is not the same as what happens in Alabama or Texas or California or Alaska.
Yes. And in the last collaborative concert that we're going to have on Friday,
yes,
taking Friday 7 p.m., we're sharing the stage with 2 mariachi groups, one from a middle school, one from the high school, and one folklórico group, correct?
Yep.
It's going to be the first half of the show. It's going to be very interesting because we're going to be collaborating, we're going to be dancing with them. And the second part of the show, it's going to be dances from our repertoire, from our shows.
Yeah, and I'm so excited about that. It's one thing to be able to go into a school and talk with students for 45 minutes and kind of show them what you do so they get a taste of it. But it's such a different thing when you're going to get to work with all of those students and collaborate with them in that way and perform with them. That creates such a meaningful, longer lasting impact. And so we are thrilled that we were able to set that up, and so grateful for those local groups as well, because they're bringing lots of talent to the table. And it's, I feel that dance and arts and music, like, they are such connectors through culture. And so to be able to do that is just, I think, going to be a really special evening.
Yes. We are very excited. We're very looking forward to be in Quad Cities in once in almost. Well, we will be there in 13 days, more or less.
Yeah.
So it's approaching really quick, but the good thing is that we're ready. We're ready to go.
Well, we are ready to have you. We're thrilled. We can't wait. For more information on the concert, you can go to quadcityarts.com and click events, and there's the ticket link and everything there for the Ballet Folklórico del Rio Grande with the Quad Cities Ballet Folklórico, El Mariachi de Glenview, and Mariachi de United Township High School performance. And that, again, is at United Township High School at 7 p.m. on Friday, May 15th. We hope to see you there. Miguel, thank you again so much for joining me today, and we'll see you shortly in the Quad Cities, and can't wait to see you in person.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming today.
Yep, and thanks once again to our supporter, Quad Cities Bank and Trust, and also to my man on the mix, Mr. Josh Graves. I'm Ben Goujon, and this was Talking Art.